Hey, Frank, do you guys have a plan for the back-to-back with LeBron tonight and then tomorrow against Toronto?
Yeah, he's going to play tonight.
Recording in progress.
Got it. And so last time there was different circumstances because the flight was longer. There was that 2-hour delay. But did you get an indication of how he was feeling after this short trip yesterday?
The normal way. It has some soreness the day after, and it's good to go 2 days after, and that's where he's at.
Frank, what's the challenge of this Phoenix team still, even without Chris Paul? It's certainly been playing good basketball and having that step up.
Yeah, well, they're a complete team. It's not just Chris Paul. Obviously, Chris is a big part of what they do and their success. But obviously, Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton are all-star level players, and they have a great depth. And they got a lot of guys that can shoot and guard. So they have a great system, very well coached, and they're going to win a lot of games even with Chris out.
Seems that this would be one of those teams that's much more difficult without Anthony Davis, and I know that it's always more difficult without him, but with their size, so what does that challenge present, especially without AD?
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton presents a big problem, for the style that we've been playing, playing small, and we'll have to make some decisions on how we're going to try to slow him down, especially with with Chris out. They play through him a little bit more, and we'll see how that plays out.
So, Frank, I know we're not quite at the 4-week mark, but is there anything on AD that you have at this point in terms of how you're progressing or what's next? And then secondarily to that, what kind of carrot is it to know that even though you guys have struggled and this year has been everything that's been, that if you have him coming back, that at least changes kind of your chances? Yeah,
well, obviously that's, we're not relying solely on that for our belief in what we can do in terms of, being that team that has a subpar regular season, but has a strong postseason. But him, thinking that AD is going to come back obviously strengthens our belief in what we can be when we reach that point. In terms of what his plan is, he's going to begin on-court work tomorrow with spot shooting, and we'll see how that goes in terms of ramping up activity. And we'll just have to see how it's responding.
Just in terms of AD's sideline presence, what have you seen from him the last couple of years? Obviously, over the last few years, he's played as much as he's wanted, but has he changed as a guy in terms of his engagement with what's going on the floor?
I don't know if he's changed. He wants to participate and be involved and engaged when he's out. It's been that way, each of the 3 years that I've been with him.
Frank, you guys haven't won a road game since
in a long time.
Yeah. And then you're on the road the rest of the month, basically. How much? I know you don't want to say in the moment, attack the game in front of you, but how much has that been weighing on your group, and how much you to acknowledge considering the really heavy schedule coming up?
Yeah, we got to win these games, and to achieve what we're going to attempt to achieve in the postseason, we're going to have to win on the road. So, we got to get it figured out. A lot of it has just had to do with our group just not playing poorly or being, undermatched or trying to figure out a rotation and whatnot. Something that works. And, we haven't been able to get over that hump, but, we definitely have to figure out, how we can be better on the road.
Frank, will this be the first on-court activity for AD?
Yes.
And then I guess it's been sort of, if he comes back, where's your optimism level that if will be he will come back, I guess?
100% maybe. We'll see. He's got to test it, and he's got to increase his workload and see how the injury responds. We don't have anything further than that.
Very well. I have a follow-up related to that. That's okay. Do you worry that one knock on wood here, but that a lot of these groups' hopes are really just positioned, like guys are playing to that point where they can get AD back, and that's really can kind of turn on the fire for this group down the stretch. Stress on that?
Honestly, we're not really even thinking about that. I mean, obviously there's a hope that we get him back, and a belief that, we can be really good, if we get him back in enough time to get him reacclimated. But, right now our mindset is to try to win the next game, and that's still down the road. him coming back. So we have to learn to win with the group we got. We found some small success just looking at the fact that, our group is 7-4 with LeBron starting at center. And, there's challenges. A lot of those games are against, small ball teams or smaller teams. So I don't know if you can necessarily play that against every matchup, but, there is some small level of confidence with what we're doing there. So the mindset is to not think about Anthony and try to win these games in the short term.
Hey, Frank, Barry Bloom. We were just talking with Monty about this. Do you think Anthony going down last year was the key to the turnaround in that playoff series? I mean, you guys had played such a strong, if I remember, game 2 and 3, and then game 4, he went down and the whole series and went in a different direction.
Well, we'll never know, right? And, I really don't want to paint a picture that if he doesn't get healthy, we win that series, because I think that takes away from how good, they are, how good they were last year. They were definitely a team that could have beat us with Anthony. But we'll never know how that series would have played out, but I think, what they did after that series, going all the way to the finals, and then what they've come back and done this year, being the best team in the NBA by a long stretch. I think they're 8 games better than the second best team in the NBA. It just shows how good they are. So, we'll never know what that would have looked like, but, I don't think it's fair to make any assumptions, that we would have definitely won that series if Anthony stayed healthy.
Yeah, thanks.
Any other questions? Thank you, Coach.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.